In the 90s, there were certain things.
Ages.
Yeah, and 80s. Very, very old. Is all I can say. There are certain things you could not do because the girls are seeing. So a term was coined that you're in the girls' pockets, so they decide the do's and don'ts.
Yeah, that was pocketing.
Yeah, that is what they call. That is what they used to call pocketing. For example, I'll give a quick example. When they moved the dishes to the tables on the dining, at the beginning of term, you all have your spoons and forks. So you don't have to wait. Yes, tools. Thank you. You don't have to wait for someone to finish using his tool. Then they pass it on to you. Then you eat, pass it on to another. So yes, we used to share tools. So you get to eat all your food. Now, because there are girls on the tables, you couldn't use fingers to eat.
You're not typing.
You guys used to call it typing.
Yes.
We used to call it banging fierce. So because of the girl's presence, you have to act a bit gentle and use that's for S2, S3. But trust me, by S4, guys are ready for Cantab. They don't want to know. Fierce is the order of the day. Exactly.
When our cohort joined in S1 in 94, there was the lining up to get food.
Yeah.
And then Miss Absula changed it, HM then, to having dishes on your table. So when you come for mess, whether breakfast, whether lunch, supper, you find the posho is on the tables with the beans in separate dishes with plates on the side.
Yes.
Now, pocketing intensified around that time because you all come and sit.
Right.
Some people claim that some boys were so savage because, and it's true, I think it was in our S2, because now initially, like he said, you'd behave, you find the table there, you enter, you sit, let the girls serve first, because of the 7 houses for boys and 2 girls' houses, so they'll divide the girls on 2 different boys' houses. So they'll put in different houses.
So girls had to sit with the boys.
Yes.
Yes.
It cut both ways. One, they didn't want to. It's a mixed school, so there's no sense in separating them, even when they're eating, because they need to learn to eat when the girls are looking at them. Remember, these are teenagers.
Yeah.
But then also, you wanted certain culture and certain grooming, quote unquote, of these young learners. So people would sit and initially they'd behave, but by term 2, after they introduced the dishes, you'd come. I won't mention which house.
Mention.
But it's the latest building right now.
Right.
And my classmates who were sitting on that in that house, the girls, would always find the boys have pulled, because now they was competing for the dishes. So whoever came and sat first would pull the dishes to their side. So if the boys pulled the dishes to their side, you, the other side of the table, won't get food, because by the time everybody serves, the dishes are empty.
Especially for rice.
When they have those special meals, matoke, pork, all those special meals. But then some houses, we used to have pork day.
We used to have pork.
No, we had pork. We used to have matoke and beef and rice on days here and there.
Wow.
But so you find that some tables had an agreement, okay, let the girls serve. Because of course the girls are going to get a little food.
Yeah.
But that agreement somehow, by mid-term before VD,
when
all sorts of
Especially
the week before VD, Nobody wants
the week
to
before
know about
video
being a
and-
gentleman. Nobody wants to know
when
about being,
guys are in Kabwa, I don't know.
the hunger was
You guys just call it Kau. We used to
because
call
of
it
the hunger
Kawa.
and being broke and that time.
Yeah.
People don't want to be told that be a gentleman. So wait for the ladies, the girls to first serve and whatnot. People couldn't be pocketed in that season because even if you look at the guy, he is going to eat the food. He's going to serve and finish the food from the table, from the dishes. It doesn't matter because this is kaus. That is the period where it was so bad. Like nobody cared. Everyone was so hungry. There's no grab. We can't wait for VD. And mind you, we used to have VD every month. Yeah. We used to have VD every month. We used to have VD every month, and it was the whole weekend, either Saturday or Sunday.
Saturday or Sunday, so your parents choose
Yeah.
whether they come on Saturday or Sunday.
That's so ideal. Like,
Bruno, huh?
By the way,
Bruno feels so much pain. Yeah.
Bruno can't believe it.
There was the VDV, like in the middle of the time.
Yeah, and then some other things.
Some other random
Yeah,
day.
class day. They have
Random
PTA,
A random debate was
house
one-
meeting.
house meeting.
Yeah.
For us, our
it
parents
was
loved us
every
and they
last
visited
weekend
us.
of the month.
when you got salary.
No, but I think it was changed by the ministry for it to become one VD
to
a
become
time.
one VD a
But
time.
for us, and it was flexible for parents because if I missed last month, I think then boarding schools probably was not as many as they are now. So now it's more common knowledge and it's normal life. But then parents felt, my child is far, I've not seen them the whole month. Let me go check on them. And every video you grab, full
Yep.
proper, they would stock you up. And for some reason, still 3 weeks down that last week before Gidi, no posho would remain, no beans would
Exactly.
remain, no porridge would remain, nothing.
Yep.
Now, they introduced in our S2 buns because we had a school bakery. So they
No,
started
buns for
giving
breakfast.
buns on every table. They would put a pack of buns. Okay?
For breakfast.
But our neighbors, there's a house that neighbors the mess. The new house. There are two houses.
That was Australian house.
The two houses neighboring the mess. One accuses the other more, but we know. They keep saying Australia, but I think even South Africans were more stealth in doing it. So they'll put buns for breakfast, and then when the porridge is ready, they put their porridge dishes on the table. So you come and you find your buns, if you were lucky.
Right.
Some people will disappear with the buns. You come to mess in the morning and the table has no buns. Yes, we also had days, I think it was Easter weekend when we would have also eggs.
Yeah.
So you find eggs. The eggs also started disappearing. Until we found out that our neighbors to the mess used to visit and shop.
Yeah,
And so-
that's probably why I don't know, but they scratched the whole, I think, when we joined school,
Yeah, no, we
all
like
the meals
shops
you had to get them like from lines.
from land.
We had to line up for breakfast, we had to line up for break, for lunch, for supper.
Everything, like,
we lined up for
pick an
everything.
egg,
There was nothing
get
like
bread.
finding stuff.
I find lining up for food
that's it.
so odd.
We
No, they
had to
actually
line
just
up
even introduced sauces. There's a time you go to the line, pick your two slices of bread,
and have them in your hand.
and in your hand. Like my bought sauces in like Form 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Late in life.
I think I think
Just
another
let's
thing
say-
that I think was pivotal in my time is when they introduced the shifts.
Ah.
So they come in under
The shifts were started in your time?
yes under Bakamalo's time. So when I joined under Semi Bule, we were still I think relatively
a manageable
small.
number.
Yes. So we did bread slices in the morning, break buns at and there's always a bun boy for every house.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, mess boy.
How trusted was that band boy?
The leadership in the house chose their own person who was.
Are you sure they were not benefiting?
But so
For us, the bands were managed by school council representatives. But because they were giving us bands in mess, so this was a Saturday program. So your school council representative would come for buns for you guys to buy. Those buns were hot. Now, they'll be ready. The time inspection is done. So you're going to the dormitory, you get your money, the rep brings the buns. Now, you wanted to eat the buns when they're hot because you're going to put your blue band or whatever it is when it's hot.
They were
and
very
trust me,
delicious.
They used to disappear. People would line, they'd almost grab them from you.
There's
The ones we are having.
Certainly not. Certainly not.
there's a home economics lab at the girls' end. That's where they used to bake them.
It was a bakery.
Very soft and very delicious buns.
Oh yeah.
Another thing I can relate. At that time, towards VD, when we were very hungry, being boys, we developed some very useful skills. We learned how to cook spaghetti in flasks. Many of you can relate.
Yeah.
There's okay. In our years, there were no noodles. Yeah. The other thing we learned how to do was in South Africa we had what we used to call the Kashera crew. Kashera
crew.
Kashera, yes.
Yeah, we used to call it banging cash.
Thank you, Michael. That's such you get raw bushera, put it in a cup, add a little water that has just boiled. You need to act. You needed to act quick.
It was a
Lest
skill.
it backfires.
It was a skill. That was a
It
skill.
was a-
Timing
it
was
was a
important.
Then you bang the thing. 5 minutes, you have a hot mug of bushera. If you bang, trust me, if you bang like 2 of those, they can compensate for a missed
I
meal.
thought you were going to talk about.
And the tastiest question, we used to put blue band. Yeah.
Yes.
True.
Even for porridge, guys would come with blueband in their cups for porridge in the morning. Yeah.
Bang it properly. Yeah. You had to use.
And you had to do it quick. Otherwise, if you slow down, it all backfires on you. Remember, someone has helped you just a small amount because we also don't want.
There's no backup plan.
There's nothing.
We had boilers.
We had boilers,
We used to have
boilers.
but the boilers were not
kettles.
exactly
Immersion
kettles.
heaters.
They were immersion heaters. Which some
we also used to carry
creative
kettles
physics
and
students.
Sometimes it was suicide.
Thank you. Sometimes it was suicide.
Explain suicide.
Some creative physics students would get we would get those metallic hangers, then coil them into a coil, then add some wires, put into the socket.
Live.
Then I can guarantee you would boil water in like 2 minutes. Yes.
Not 2 minutes. 2 minutes is long. For us, we use. Our beds were not springs. They had springs at.
Yes.
Actually, in the event that you fail to get hangers, you'd go and uncoil the springs of your bed.
Yes.
And make a boiler.
Are we in the same
And it was suicide.
That's why it's called
I
suicide.
don't think girls like that.
No.
No.
The trend is when it's back of blue band.
For us, for our hair, those who had long, who chose to grow their hair or have long hair, there's nothing like using chemicals or suicide, whatever.
It was
the natural way of maintaining hair.
it was actually fun because you'd find you'd find someone coming back to the house and complaining, my bed is falling in, I'm missing springs. And you can relate and know where the springs went.
Miss Samsung, I should not hear you confessing. No wonder they have to prepare beds every holiday.
But the amount of things people will pick into their food, like it's spoke about Dubai,
Yes.
and I just remember like Monday supper, like people will have all sorts of things.
Exactly.
Like
England, yeah.
Appeta.
Now for us it was English. People would mix like
It gets to a point.
Mayo, ketchup, what's mukene, avo. Like by the time someone eating
Cheapos.
that,
What is cheapos?
Chipotle.
but by the time, like you look at the table and everyone is having a different meal. Like
I promise you.
someone
Like,
has salsa. The time I'm telling you.
yeah.
Like salsa sauce, mayo, ketchup. What? Someone had fish masala.
Fish man. See, but it gets to a point you're eating food in the ingredient, not like ingredient in the food.
Because everyone's face is a different color. Because you know, I like salsa. Me, I don't like to prepare.
Yeah.
Like I'm so mix. You also
But you guys had food that was way better than what we
But you
had.
guys had food that was way better than ours.
it gets.
Because our main meal was Posho and Beans.
Posho and Beans, yes.
So the other matoke, sweet potato,
Those were special
those were
treats.
one off here and there.
One of
But
So like
predominantly
everyday lunch
it was
supper.
Posho and Beans Monday
and
to
Beans,
Monday.
yes.
Hello.
To Monday. Okay.
Shifts were introduced in 2000, I think, 8. One of the morning shift. Even the first shift 30 minutes and the next one 30 minutes. So you had to prepare yourselves like that. Even the prefect council had to do two of those shifts. So the prefect council does like half. Do you agree? People do half the first shift, half the next shift. It was a bit hard.
Freestyle.
And also the other thing when you mentioned about girls' hair, it was cut off 2008, I think, around there. So
You're the people.
You guys.
so again.
Well, that's when.
So you are starting the suicide beats now on hair, not just on food. Oh my God.
But I think as teenagers, I could say our stomachs were very adaptive, like concrete mixers. Anything you throw in, you just smash. I dare any of you to try those mixers now.
The mixes, the water we drank. So you see the Sabaganzi, the main Sabaganzi, the S4 to S5 wing. There is that water tank,
big tank.
the old water tank.
Yeah.
I think it's older than all of us here. And because it's brick and concrete and all that. So inside, of course, there's no one going to enter to scrub it.
Yeah.
So there's definitely algae, right?
It's
And before they brought national water, this is water that we used to supplement, I think, from Nansove, the water spring.
Yeah.
Okay? So you just get your quencher, put in your cup, go to the tap, you turn on, drink the cold water,
You guys
and
just
you
call
were
it
good to go.
I don't know how we never got
We didn't get sick.
And
Water was cold and nice.
Susan, to add to that, whenever the water supply from Nansove was off, I don't know if the underground tank near the canteen in Nigeria still exists.
It is.
We used to, Michael can relate to this.
You always go down in there.
So sometimes we would go down.
Yes.
Then other times you tie a rope on your bucket, put a stone in the bucket and
so like a well.
dip the thing.
No, actually, that
okay.
is even
The first
better
thing-
because
the first thing-
dipping a
No,
bucket
no.
in that tank is fine. When it's empty, you have to go to Nansove, down to the spring. Okay? Go and carry water in a bucket, jerrycan, whatever. You're bringing water for the kitchen, fill the kitchen, and then you have to get water for yourself.
At that point.
Bruno, you didn't have a choice.
Oh,
You
for
have
mess.
to, yeah, the kitchen
Yes.
needs water.
you first have to fetch for mess, and then you go fetch for your seniors. And then if you have any energy left, you can go and fetch for yourself.
When were you standing?
And if you are pocketed enough, you have to fetch for the
For the one
girls.
you pocket again. No, because the water pump would sometimes get get issues, and so
You
now
have
they
to
can't pump
die.
the water. But you need water, otherwise you won't eat.
Yes.
The kitchen needs water.
Yeah, but like, how much time is it going to take for someone to fetch it? For themselves,
That's up
for
to you. It's in your interest to make sure you get it first. So if you're lucky and you have a 20-liter jerrycan or two of them, you bring them at once.
Yeah, and
and
you
of course,
carry both
mostly
of
it
them
was
up that
it was the
hill.
gentleman.
So at what point were you studying these 20 subjects? Because I had thinking on Saturday.
Right. And used to have
Wednesday was half day.
yeah.
Wednesday was half day.
Wednesday. Imagine that.
Wednesday was half day.
Yeah.
No. Communal work.
Lessons in the afternoon.
Communal work, then you go and play.
Then used to walk to
Yeah. But you go to the farm too, right? There was a farm that
Yeah. So on Wednesday at lunchtime, they would tell you where different classes are working for communal work. So they split you some teachers' compounds, the main areas you're sharing, those going to the paddocks, the farm, they go. Maybe an hour or so after lunch, you do it. Because lunch on Wednesdays was cassava and beans. Now, cassava and beans, you can't have it for lunch and you study.
Right.
You will sleep.
Very valuable.
It was
So it was the best food to get us doing all these other
Exactly.
little jobs. And within an hour, you're done and you do the rest of whatever you want with the rest of your afternoon.
You do laundry, then you go play foot.
it will actually be valid for the new curriculum. Like I think it's not too far. It's not too far from what they're doing now because their classes end at
But the history,
3.
But I think we could see the
End at
budget
3:30 every day.
every day.
every day.
Yes.
We stand at 4:45.
Yeah. So they don't have that last double now.
And then prep and everything. Same.
No, they have.
They have.
But I think what we did, so we have the Wednesday half day, and of course Saturday and Sunday.
No prep on the
Nothing.
weekends.
Saturday, you'd wash up, play, you
We
go
had
for
prep on
fellowship,
Thanksgiving.
entertain.
We had prep
On Thanksgiving. No, you guys.
every day
We want
from
to
day one.
When we were in O level, there was no prep in Budo. Morning prep. Morning prep. So when we were in S4, Mr. Vusul tries to introduce it. Like, guys, you know. He tried. It was tried because it didn't stick. So he's like, let's start with the candidate classes. S4s. You need to get up early, read, and all those things. For us, we're used to just night prep and So that first day, it's like, I'm going to come and see those who will miss. They chased us out of the dormitories and told us, okay, go. And so and all of us went to mess so that he can supervise us. Oh my God, it was the longest morning prep ever. And I think it was the first and only one I went for. I couldn't. Then the next day there were fewer, and I think within a week it was like,
Actually,
You know what?
actually,
How long was it? 30.
morning. I think we were from 6:30.
from like 6:15 to 6:15 to 7.
Breakfast time, But
Actually, because of cutting morning prep before our S4 Cantab, the English paper, Mr. Absula was very angry with us, told us to take off our shoes and made us walk down up to Nansove. Susan, you remember?
I think I was excused
Before
from
the
that
exam.
one.
And yes, walked down
Barefoot.
to Nansove, came back. All swollen feet got into the English exam. Did it.
Didn't we walk to Kabinja? Because he followed us in the pickup.
He did follow us in the pickup
So he
to make
drove
sure.
Call you to make sure you've reached.
Yeah, Mr. Absula was very,
In
very
the
practical.
pickup,
What a man.
Okay.
What
So
a
you get
man.
there, you have to be ticked, your name has to be ticked, and then he drives back.
Actually, he drove, parked at Kavinja with his roll call sheet,
Yeah.
waited, Kalibala, Mohoza,
My God.
then you can go back.
You might have got some
Those
inspiration.
feet.
Now tell me how you'll cut morning prep again for the rest of the remaining exams.
Our feet, I think my feet for that whole week, first of all, barefoot, what? And remember, it wasn't tarmacked then.
Right.
It was marram with
marram
blue
with the
stones. And those stones, by the way, you would slide and fall sometimes. So you're walking and it's like you're stepping on coals and my friend. But you have to make it there because he didn't send anyone to roll call for himself.
Went himself.
He whatever he was
He
like,
was so practical, by
I'm
the
dealing
way.
with this falls. I will manage them myself.
Yeah. Because they didn't beat us. There was no beating. So punishment, they used to call it porter. Porter was the way to get through to us.
To get you in line.
And in our time, the prefects ran the school. They had power. Let me tell you, there are some house prefects up to today. Okay?
Like
If it was his house week, you checked yourself. You
like the
for
house
every
prefects in
class,
S1.
every single thing. Let him get you. He doesn't even have to chase you. He just has to stand somewhere. He won't even say a word.
Just appear.
There's one house prefect for England House, Isma. Oh my God. England. Even the Englanders will be like, guys, don't get us in trouble. Move. If he stood at the mess door and they bang the gong and you're late, I'm sorry, you won't have lunch and you're going to do porter.
In addition,
And you're going to do that porter.
In addition
You're going
to
to do that porter during class time so that you miss a class, and that teacher will also give you porter for cutting their class. Yeah.
After missing lunch.
Yes.
After missing lunch.
Yes. Your missing lunch is irrelevant. You were late.
There were times when you had about 4 porters, if I can call it like that, waiting for you. Finish this one, go to the next, finish that one, go to the.
You're just rolling.
It was a good way of disciplining,
Yeah.
especially us, the teenage boys who had excess energy.
right.
These days I see guys swelling, and I'm like, how I wish those muscles would be put to some porter.
No, but I like that the prefects run the school and it was organized, and you didn't question authority. If a prefect told you, the HPs of our time, when we joined, it was Tibe.
Yeah.
Yeah? Up to today, I fear him. He's never done anything to me.
But like,
And he's a big brother to one of my friends. But Tibe would
still
pass
there.
in the same corridor and you want to almost pee yourself because you don't know what to do. Right?
As the HP, when we would line up in the courts for roll
call, yeah.
Yes.
you just stand at main hall and the whole school goes silent.
Yeah. He didn't tell you to keep quiet. Mm-mm.
Nothing like
He just had to start.
His presence would, if he came in, because now the prefects, because of sitting on the tables, so the prefect's table was in the middle, separating white side and black side. Okay? So I don't know if you still had black side and white side.
Black side and
Yes,
white side.
yes.
What? No.
Black side was
We have girls' side.
really.
You missed out.
So it was, because remember the girls were sitting on the tables for the different houses. So black side was Ghana, Mtesa, Nigeria, the African countries. Then white was Canada, England, Australia. Yeah.
So which side did they sit?
That's interesting.
So they'll sit in the middle,
In the middle.
where you would line up.
No, same. But I thought you meant like black side on the PC table.
The PC table was in the middle of black side and white side, right in the middle.
like at the
What I mean
entrance.
is, the black side was towards South Africa.
Oh no, white side was towards South Africa, black side was towards Australia. Yeah. So it is such the prefect table was that one. It was like about a high table for kings, my friend.
It is.
Even if you don't have buns or whatever, and it's on that table, you can't touch it.
You can't touch.
Are you
You
high
do
table.
porter for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what state, as in that table, you can't even sit on it.
Can't.
even if it's not me, then you pass it.
Even if the prefects are not in the mess, you cannot. Because it's the prefect's table.
That remained.
So now, if the HP had to get up and stand and say something, you have to check your life to figure out what did I do? Because I don't think I want him calling me out, because he rarely said anything or spoke, because when he did, it was extreme.
It was extreme.
All the prefects got up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silence.
So the day that the HP is going to say something,
Then
he's
it's
maybe upset by something we've done, he would get up. Okay? and then the prefects distribute themselves all around the mess. And you just feel like your life would flash before you. You're thinking, what did I do? What did I not do? What did I... They've not done anything yet. They've not said anything yet, but you are auditing your life. You're thinking, And then he comes, and if it's an announcement, maybe someone's lost a parent, then he says to you. Or if there are those who have to be disciplined because of, but it was very rare. Yeah.
So
There's actually
The
something
HP didn't need to burn. The HP standing
Just his
was
standing.
enough.
was enough.
Prefects were disappeared.
Wait.
Actually, there's the prefect's council, the PC, had disciplinary council, the DC.
Of the PC.
So if your name ever made it to that list and they stand up and announce the following are going to face the DC of the PC of KCB, it was danger.
So that was before we went to the teachers.
But trust me, the prefect's DC was enough
preferred
to
the
sort you
teachers or the HM to the DC.
It's
Those guys would cane you. They had the authority to chiboko proper.
Yes.
So sometimes you're like, can I just get Potter?
Please.
at this point,
So sometimes you'd bargain for Potter so that you do not go
To the teachers.
To the
to the
DC.
to the DC.
Yeah. Let me tell you, calling your name on the... Of course, there are some frequent...
And people on that list.
There are some names that are constantly on that list. It was okay. I mean, even the HM go to know is like, these ones, repeat offenders. Yeah.
You people have subs. Yes.
Subs?
Yes.
Subs,
So, in
Boys.
Mealtime,
Yeah.
you have subs. So I think like, what are
What are subs?